You just can ask me your questions. Aloud.
Okay then, where's Rio?
Not that question.
There is our old question again. Where's Rio and what will be the next trial waiting for Billy and Agatha? Will it be aimed at one of them or would it be a trial for Lilian, the divination witch who already died? Hi there, it's Micha. Join me for this review if you like to find out. The Witch's Road leads Billy and Agatha to an old castle where they assume the likeness of famous characters, i.e. the Wicked Witch.
Oh, she's based on me, you know.
And Maleficent.
Well, if the cheekbones fit.
And the trial, of course, is one around divination.
It's tarot. I know this, kind of.
But with Lilian gone, Billy tries his best to give Agatha a reading. Emphasis on trying, resulting in the ceiling moving down on them, Star Wars trash compactor style. Oh, and swords are falling down from it.
I wish Lilian was here.
We then find out that Lilian and Jen are still alive, making their way through underground tunnels. And we learn something important about Lilian.
When I was a child, I experienced my life out of sequence. Now it's happening again.
So, as this is her task, we experience the rest of the episode through her eyes. Meaning also out of sequence, explaining a lot of what we saw of her in previous episodes.
You know, we really hated each other from the beginning, but now...
I love you guys.
After reaching the others and giving a proper reading, with which she masters the trial, Lilian stays behind to protect her coven.
Lilian, I loved being a witch.
And takes out the entire Salem 7, sacrificing herself in the process. Nevertheless, the episode ends on a positive note as her life, still out of sequence, continues.
Let us begin.
This was another solid episode which brought back two characters we feared to be lost. Even though we lost one of them again, in a way. As I am posting this review really late, after I already saw the remaining episodes of a series, quite a while ago, let me point out that this entry holds a lot of nice foreshadowing for the show's conclusion. Though I won't spoil their particulars here, in case you watch this review before you get to the final chapters. For the same reasons, it doesn't make sense for me to share theories I had back when I watched this episode. But let me highlight that I was surprised that they changed course by abandoning the horror movie decade approach. After chapters 3 through 5 were referencing the 60s, 70s and 80s respectively, and the previous one was dedicated to Billy's backstory, I expected them to return with a nod to the 90s. But that concept was abandoned. They did stick with the one trial per chapter approach though, and brought back Lilian to do hers. As one last call out, I want to mention that I was a little bit underwhelmed that the threat of the Salem 7, after being built up heavily over the show's run till that point, was resolved so quickly. Sure, it came at a cost, Lilian's life, but I was expecting a more epic conclusion to their story arc. However, it came as a surprise, so it being unexpected was at least something. And with that being said, let's get to the rating. Overall, I liked this episode, especially the reveal that Lilian and Jen weren't killed by Billy's emotional outburst in chapter 5. This entry was for sure closer to the wackiness I was expecting from the entire show, so I was initially thinking of another 8-pointer, but due to the quick resolve and the quite unspectacular demise of the Salem 7, I landed at a still proper 7.5 out of 10 points. Well, this video turned out to be quite short, but my review for the penultimate chapter will be a little bit longer again, with all that is going on there. So go ahead and check that one out next. You will find it linked at the end of this video. What about you? Were you happy to find Jen and Lilian to be back alive? Were you fine with Lilian's sacrifice? Whatever you like to share, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share or subscribe. So much for now, see you next time, and thanks for watching. For the same reasons, it doesn't make sense for me. After chapters 3 through 5, after chapters 3, 4 and 5 were by Billy's emotional outburst. Then quite unspectacular